the red button going, so that means we're recording.
Alrighty then.
Everybody looking good and skinny.
Except me, I'm juicy. I'm brown and juicy.
Hi everybody, what's up? Welcome to Shanti TV, first episode. I got my boys off the Porch group in the house today. This evening, we got Curtis Hines and Dominique Robinson.
It's actually Dominique, but I love y'all.
And I know a lot of you guys probably saw me in their funeral. How people really speak at funeral. It makes me laugh thinking about it, Dom.
Keeping it real goes.
When keeping it real goes wrong at a funeral.
Yeah,
right.
And Dom, he did the eulogy and everything. Curtis kind of was the preacher, kind of keeping it going.
In now.
And so they got like a little comedy group.
Off the porch group.
There you go. And so they do videos, they have YouTube page, Facebook, all that good stuff. I want y'all to go out, support these young black men. They trying to rock and roll, make something happen. Positive for the community. And so I kind of wanted to talk to them a little bit, so y'all can get to know them. I wanted to talk to them about how they got started in the comedy game, where it came from, a little bit of their background. Whichever one of y'all want to hit it first.
Well, I'll start. I was Joan of Arc in my former life. And then, let me stop playing. People told me all my life I was funny, and I didn't believe it. Self-conscious or scared or nervous or whatever it was. And one day I just got on Facebook and started making funny posts, and folks was like, man, you should do a video. So I started doing a video under the name Eclectic Enigma, and it was called Friday Wrap Up. So I would wrap up a week's worth of news. And eventually I met Kurt at work, and he was like, man, I saw your videos, I like them, and I've been thinking about doing something like that too. And then I was like, well, hell, let's just do it. And that's where we at. He can tell you more about him.
Where you from? Tell him where you from, Dom.
I am from Wakanda, but I migrated to
the light-skinned version. He was inside the building, y'all.
I was from Wakanda, I guess. But no, I'm from Illinois, near Chicago, Kankakee, Illinois. Been in Memphis since 2005 when I graduated college, and this is home, so
All right.
Well, I'm from South Memphis, North Memphis, everywhere. I'm all Memphis. But like Dom said, man, we got the Porch group. I guess I wanted to start doing it because same thing, just on social media and everything, posting crazy posts, jokes and everything. I did get class clown in high school, so I know a lot of my friends, folks I went to school with, I was clowning, tripping way back then, checking all that good stuff way back then, and just being a grown, big kid and everything, just always want to make people laugh, joke, have fun, you know what I'm saying? My vibe is just funny, laughing, joking all the time and everything, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted to bring it to people and everything. So when he told me about his idea of forming this comedy group and everything, I didn't think twice about it, and from that point on we've been doing it for about over a year now. We still working on our craft, coming up with different ideas and everything. So, stay on the lookout, cause man, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. And if y'all ain't seen it, y'all definitely need to check us out.
I'll be smaller.
Off the Porch group. We gonna work them out, y'all. Come on. Train us and stuff. Friends of mine from the gym. Let's work old Dom out. He's gonna be super fine.
I lost 0.15 pounds the other day.
Looking good, baby.
0.15.
Looking good.
Definitely.
And I met these guys. This is so crazy, you guys. It's Southern Heritage Class this weekend. So this is a little bit over a month ago. And my phone had died. You know how AT&T, they run their game on you. Can I say AT&T? I don't know. Phone companies run game on you. So I had held my iPhone 6 well over the time limit. She just started dying on me.
She did. It was twerking and everything. Go ahead.
So not a charger would work. So I had to wait till Saturday morning, died Friday evening. I had something planned that evening. Threw my whole weekend off, okay? It's Southern weekend, my phone died. So I called up an AT&T to get a charger. And I meet this fine young gentleman right here. You guys, I kid you not. I'm at the AT&T store. This crazy man started doing the step, because I'm a Delta, telling me I need to get that upgrade to that red iPhone. Right or wrong, dog. It was so crazy. So he got everybody in there laughing and tripping. Everybody like, oh my God. But his coworkers are used to him. Not me. This is my first time meeting him. Off the chain, tripped me out. I just got a charger today. So I'm a baller on the budget. Y'all know me by there, remember? Alright, so I go back because the phone died 2 weeks later. She was done. The AT&T charger, nothing would work. So I go in there, and I meet this kind bearded gentleman. So I was like, I'm looking for Dominique, because I wanted to make sure Dominique got the credit for the new phone I was about to get, because the upgrade was imminent. So Curtis, I didn't know they worked together at the time, but he was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it for you. Dom not here today. This, that, and the third. So Curtis took me up, and we got to talking and everything while we were doing our transaction, and he let me know that him and Dominique had a comedy team. And so he was like, well, Shanti, why don't you come out? We just got to talking about everything that was going on, and he was like, Shanti, why don't you come out? Do a little, taping with us, and that's how I ended up in the funeral shebanging with these guys. And so I do appreciate them. I want to thank them off the wham for coming out, supporting me, trying to get my YouTube jumped off. And so, we're going to help each other and we're going to work together. Hopefully they help me another skit, because all their skits are hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into more about the lotion thugs. That's I'm with the lotion thugs, baby. And I greased up before I came this evening because I ain't want no smoke,
It's over with for you, yeah.
And so I want to make my podcast light, fun. We're going to have a little fun with them. And so we're going to talk about some current events. I'm going to shoot some little round table. Like I kind of bit a little bit off some other YouTubers. I've been doing a little research. I'm going to shoot some little round tables off of them, and we'll get it rocking. Sounds good? Y'all in there with us? Say yay!
I hear y'all, too. I hear y'all.
Little clap.
I can clap. Look, I can say yay loud enough for everybody. Right or wrong?
Oh, that's right. Definitely right.
All right. Okay, I got a little ski. I got like a little, I got like a little dialogue, and I want to include my little baby London. She not here, but it's a composition book. So, when she not here when I'm taping, we bringing little London with me. Okay, rocking and roll. That's my little mini-me. Look at Dom.
Yeah, I already know.
That little beard itching on it, bro. He growing it in. Girl, give it up. Curtis, what's up, Curry? Trying to catch up, bro. What's up with you? Yeah.
This is it. This is
not some chill going on.
I don't want it no biggers.
Okay, we had a few news stories that we want to talk about. And one of them I saw on Facebook. I already had it. He looking because he's trying to make sure I'm on point. Don't you worry about it, Dom. Shanti got this. Y'all see me. Hey. We're going to talk about politics first, because we're going to get some heavy stuff out the way a little bit. Okay? And then we're going to end it on a good positive note, but we want to get some quality content as well. All right? And so this was something that I saw about this guy, Representative Hill, in Arkansas. So, that's right across the bridge. We go over there, we play, because we do casino, we eat crab legs on Fridays. We always over there hanging out. We go to hot springs, the whole nine. So, we're very close to home. And so, they're going to play a little clip of it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Come on, hit them, Kurt. Kurt the sweet one out the
Think about what's happening in Washington.
Our Congressman French Hill and the Republicans know that it's dangerous to change the presumption of innocence to a presumption of guilt, especially for black men. If the Democrats can do that to a white justice of the Supreme Court with no evidence, no corroboration, and all of her witnesses, including her best friend, say it didn't happen, what will happen to our husbands, our fathers, or our sons when a white girl lies on them?
Girl, white Democrats will be lynching black folk again.
Honey, I've always told my son, don't be messing around with that. If you get caught, she will cry rape.
I'm voting to keep Congressman French Hill and the Republicans because we have to protect our men and boys. We can't afford to let white Democrats take us back to bad old days of race verdicts, life sentences, and lynchings when a white girl screams rape.
Paid for by Black Americans for the President's Agenda. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
I just didn't know there was a real commercial.
Okay, a little background on it. these were two black women. And it's a controversy surrounded around it. And you guys can look it up, okay? It's on Twitter and Instagram and all that, Facebook. The problem was it was two black women, and they were saying, like, if y'all don't keep these men in office, these white men,
specifically Democrats,
Right.
if we didn't go with this agenda, then we will start getting lynched again. And they even hit on, we tell our sons. And so, they brought up about police violence and all these kind of things are being brought up. And so it's a controversy surrounded around it because the double entendre is that these are by black women, speaking about they're going to be lynching us again. And it's like, wow, really? Like, you really are doing like an ad about something like that? And so, I kind of wanted to get y'all insight on it, as far as that ad, how it makes you guys feel as young black men, possible fathers of young black men, all of these things, and about how y'all feel about police brutality, things like that, like just real things as black men living in Memphis, raising other young black men possibly, and nieces, nephews, family, friends.
Yeah. I mean, that ad is just backwards. That's a backwards ad. They're paying these black women to say stuff they probably really don't mean. Just like they try to twist and turn around everything whenever there's a political agenda behind it. So some of these ads, they get dirty with it. They get desperate, they get dirty, and it's sad that someone of color will do an ad that way. But money talks. Y'all know how that works. So I don't agree with that ad. I don't know why they would do that, but it is what it is. So I don't care for that ad. It's garbage.
Do you find it offensive? Do you find it offensive, Curtis? Or hold on, before I interject, I want to hear what Dom has to say. Then I ask you guys some questions.
I was just gonna say, first of all, I said paid for by blacks. I ain't put a dime in it. I want to put it out there right now.
Right.
I didn't put a dime in that ad. Secondly, as we see with Kanye, some black folks are a little bit lost. They got little mental issues, and as Kurt pointed out, money talks. So if some blacks came to some poor blacks who ain't got nothing, they said, hey, horribly read this script, horribly convince people that Republicans are the good people and Democrats are the bad. Right. Hey, that's what happens. That's what you get right there. That horrible ad with that horrible acting and that horrible language in there. Because we going to go back, yes, back in the day, way back in the day, Democrats were the hangers and Republicans weren't. But as anybody with some dang sense knows, the parties switched when Martin Luther King was trying to get the Civil Rights Act passed. So party switched. Republicans were basically Democrats, and Democrats became Republicans. So while they're trying to talk about what happened today, they conveniently leave out what really happened and caused the modern day Republicans, who were basically Democrats back when they were hanging us, and the Republicans becoming the Democrats of today. So again, it was trash. It was horrible, and I'm disgusted by it, but I'm not surprised because
not surprised.
It's too many trash.
They need a check.
Yeah, like I said, it's desperate measures, man. They'll do anything, man, to try to, anybody that has a weak mind or whatever that's programmed in such a way, they would do things that way to steer you however way they want to. And if you got a weak mind, you're going to believe it. So,
do you feel like the community as a whole is weak-minded? Do you feel like we are susceptible to money by any means, or
weak-minded is most people are. Money is what runs the world pretty much. Right. So yeah,
right.
If the right amount of money came up right now, if somebody offers you $1 billion and run out there naked doing cartwheels, you probably gonna do it.
I do it 5,000. Anybody got 5,000 running out there naked?
So
okay, but it just means phones.
But if he went up to 100,000, you take it all you want to.
Oh my God!
Then you got 2 million. Make you put me on World Star. Oh, yeah. I need you to be on. I got my own Pornhub channel. Nigga, it was car wheels.
Stop it!
What I'm just pointing out, when it comes to money, for those that don't
Just on
have
the
it,
portion 5,000, okay? All right.
now, if you're already a billionaire, then yeah, money is not
Off the porch.
motivating.
Right.
You know,
Extra.
Right.
I had to be extra with it just to point out that there's certain things we'll do. You see on Facebook all the time. Would you slap so and so for this amount of money, or would you sleep with
You
so
know
and
you'll
so?
slap your mama. Your mama forgive you. Because you can give mama new teeth and all that. Take mama on vacation. Mama forgive you if you slap her.
Yeah. I mean, you control the mind, you control everything. That's just how the world works. You know, money, to bag that up with money, oh man, you can do whatever you want to. So, from television, social media, like half of the stuff you see on social media, man, on the news, all that stuff, they control all of it. And half of it's not even real. Like, if y'all start doing research,
Fake news.
Man, it's so much out there, seriously.
Because if we open up a book and actually read about it, Curtis, we actually get the whole story.
The history is there, though. The history is there. And just when I think people are weak-minded because they don't want to do the research to educate themselves, to become, stronger mentally. And then when money is involved, the decision-making skills is limited to, for that, yes, for that, yes, for that, yes, but not where I just know better.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right. Because if you knew better, you'll what?
Do better.
Do better.
Yeah.
And I mean, and kind of connecting with that, we recently, and connecting with interrelations and race relations and all this stuff, kind of moving to a lighter subject, we want to talk about like a little connection with Memphis that we got going with our boy Drizzy Drake, Pusha T, Kanye West. They're all like interconnected right now. It's big news. Everybody rocking and rolling. I'm Team Push because I do believe in true lyricism and all that good stuff. And I mean, there be that. Drake, we appreciate you for being black, bro. I appreciate you.
Not all.
Let's give it up for the deadbeat black fathers. No, I'm just playing.
Don't do Drake like that. Don't do us like that.
But that was one of the issues, one of the topics that I wanted to kind of hit on because it's like I've been so like engulfed in this because I love music.
Mm-hmm.
I was privy to the conversation he had with LeBron and Pusha T with Joe Budden on his podcast and all this stuff. And really, bro?
Yeah. No, I'm saying.
You need to wake up, dog. Wow. Wake him up. Wake up in my Spike Lee voice. All right.
So Drake, Pusha, and
The Kanye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about?
I mean, where do you guys stand? Like, okay, before we even hit on, we ain't got to dig deep into Kanye because that'll take us a lot of places as far as mental illness, this and that, because it's obvious he's dealing with a lot. And I empathize with him. Being someone who recently lost my mother, I do empathize with Kanye. So it's hard for me to turn him down because
Right.
I feel like some of his issues are deeper than the surface. What you're actually hearing coming out of his mouth and stuff like that are different than what's going on behind closed doors.
Right.
And I see a sadness there. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like in ways he could be kind of acting out. And that's something that, we can hit on going down the line. But I want to keep on like some of the fun subjects too. And talk about the light skins versus the dark skins. As far as black men, we got Pusha T and Drake. I know that's low down 90. Let's give it up for all black men, all our black kings.
That's right.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. But tell me where y'all stand as far as this brewing beef, how he went to LeBron and said, LeBron. And I love LeBron. I got a post of him in my cubicle. Are you upset with me? Did I let you down? I'm seeing where y'all stand on the whole little.
I don't know. I'm grown, so I know that's a different world when it comes to beef, rap beef, and all this stuff like that. But you have some of the veteran rappers or the real street rappers, and I look at Push as being that street rapper to where Drake is more of a commercial rapper or whatever. So he lives by a different creed as a Pusha T would. To where if you saying somebody like Jay Prince got involved and all these people get involved, Drake have to text LeBron and all these people, he have to almost ask, can I do this? Or if I don't I don't think Pusha T asks anybody anything to where, should I do this? Should I not do this? None. Because street and beef and stuff like that gets handled.
Right.
It ain't
And whenever
no-
somebody bring up LeBron
Yeah.
on here, we
Yeah.
always say strive for greatness because y'all know this my boo.
Right.
Whenever
so,
LeBron ain't get brought up, strive for greatness.
So I listen to both of their music and everything, but I think overall, just as a grown man, I feel like Push won, period, to where I ain't got to talk to nobody, I ain't got to associate with nobody. I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm a grown man. And this is my, like, career, or this is my lifestyle, or this is what I do for a living. This is what I've been doing. And if there's any kind of disagreement or anything, we're going to handle it. And they did it probably the easiest and non-violent way. So I roll with Push, period, regardless.
Right.
So.
Very mature approach.
But I listen to Drake and Push.
Don, what you got for the light-skinned brothers, bro?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. No matter, first of all,
Hold it down for your people.
First of all, like Kurt pointed out, man, Pusha T is from back then. So the way that beef was handled back then, you go for the jugular.
Yep.
And Drake brought family into it first, and he was talking about his fiance and all that. So if you're in a war, that's what happens when you're in a war. Somebody, ain't no rules, ain't no calling nobody like Push did. He went for the jug and he killed that man. That's just what it is. And as far as what Drake isn't used to that. Everybody he's decided to battle because he's dodged some folks. So let's talk about that too. He's dodged some folks, but those that he decided to go against, your Meek Mills and all that.
Meek Mill a Taurus like me, so I'm holding it down for the Tauruses.
He got his Taurus ass ate up. He got destroyed. And that's the thing. Like he picked and chose, and he was like, okay, Push ain't did nothing, ain't said nothing, ain't nobody compared to what I am right now. So he thought it was about to be an easy thing, and Push was like, okay. And he whooped his ass.
Right.
And what it boils down to is, if you don't start nothing, don't be nothing, first of all. Secondly, stop underestimating your opponent. If you decide in this rap game that this is the way beef has been handled certain ways, no Vaseline and ether and just all this beef.
Tupac.
All of this.
Hit 'em up,
all of it. That they didn't play around with no.
Right.
Let me ask somebody. Nah, and it comes down to Drake is new school, Push is old school. And old school whooped that new school ass, and because there was even talks of Drake having something that would destroy Kanye, but he ain't have nothing. They didn't mention nothing about him destroying Push.
Right.
It was like he had a little bit for Push, but he was about to get Kanye because what Kanye did was kind of snake. If that's the way it went down, we weren't there. We'll never know.
They say 40. A girl at 40, Drake guy actually told Push. The girl told Push about Drake's son and all this stuff like that. So 40 was pillow talking with a chick, and the chick somehow got that information to Push.
But see, Drake said when he was with LeBron that he actually texted Kanye.
But Kanye admitted, he said he didn't tell him. Kanye went on record and everything, said, I didn't give or reveal that information. So I believe Push over Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, like they say in a lot of wars and stuff, it always come down to women and stuff like that. It could always be a case of pillow talking.
Women and money.
And so it's like, oh, exactly, because that's what y'all do it for, right or wrong. Who want that 5,000 for their off the porch group anyway? But that kind of lead into something else that I wanted to talk about. And that's like at the turning point of this whole Drake Push thing, and it's something that a lot of people deal with. I've had a few guys to fall out, because maybe more than one of them like me, and maybe one of them told me that my ex was cheating and this, that, and the other. And my ex watching this, you know who you are, because y'all fell out, moved out from with each other and everything. All about a little pillow talk.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's
I didn't know.
how y'all feel about the whole pillow talk phenomenon and how wars have started and ended over men's relations with women and pillow talking and how we can get a guy at a vulnerable point. And he can start telling us all his business and stuff that we can use against him and his friends.
I got history just.
What you been doing, pillow talking, Curtis?
Not at all. Not me at all. No. I mean, anybody that know me that went to school with me knew even. Man, look. I've always had, some of my closest friends to say things to girls I probably was talking to or with or something like that, or hey, you know he like so and so, or you know he with old girl, or I seen him doing this. Like girls have told me that in the past, that where some of my closest friends have said certain things about me or let them know certain information that I thought
Who
was
ended up with the girls? I was burping. I'm sorry. Who ended up with the girls? That's rude.
Oh no, I had a good connection with people I interact with. Like if I claim you, like we together, there's an understanding. Like anyone can tell you that make you be like, oh, so this or that. Nah, you with me, so whatever I say, we cool, we straight like that. But
do you feel vulnerable in the pillow talking moments? Where you like, let me get this off my chest, this going on?
I never talked about any other male, period. I don't gain anything. I need to spend as much time highlighting myself, talking about
and what's going on in the situation.
Qualities,
right.
I don't have time to think about some other guy, because if I'm worried about him and talking about him and bringing that stuff, then there must be some things he has or qualities he have that I'm jealous of, or I don't like to mention him and bring him up, or I feel like if he's a threat, then I need to be talking. No, ain't no other guy a threat to me.
Right.
I need to capitalize on me, my time with you, everything like that. That's how I've always been.
Right. So you feel like pillow talking is a no-no.
Yeah.
When you spending quality time with your lady, significant other, and all that, that's not the time to talk about.
But I have always said that men, the people that know the most about you, other than God, is your friend's girl. Cause I know a lot. I'm telling you, I've experienced this where I know certain dudes, girls, look at me funny about some stuff he probably have said that I don't know nothing about.
Right.
So she's side-eyeing me and everything, and I'm looking like, so what y'all talking about?
So you've been a victim of possible pillow talk.
Many times.
Oh,
facts.
Oh my gosh.
Like, so, but like I said, I don't see what's the game unless, like I said, it's jealousy, it's envy. It's to where, let me say something about him to try to shine. No, I'm going to highlight myself. I ain't never damning nobody else, because I'm shining myself. I'm putting the light on myself.
Right. What you feel about pillow talk, Don?
I feel like a lot of cats do it. But, and you're right, throughout history, women and money, guys talking in the bedroom, telling stuff, and women are the best spies because of that.
Yep.
They use prostitutes to get in there and get them.
Stop it! Why y'all get prostitutes?
No, I'm saying back in the day. I'm not talking about
now. Even now,
this is about
set up some chick you met at the club.
Yeah,
Mona Lisa.
Right.
Drake. I mean, Lil Wayne just had a whole rap about it.
So when you look at historically and just how, the men think, they say it, and it's true. Most men think with the little joint, and it's facts. Now, me personally, I ain't got time for that. My tongue is doing other things in the bedroom. Ain't no pillow talk going on. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. Family channel.
She didn't say it was family channel.
I
didn't say what the tongue was doing. I'm just saying it's doing other things. It's making somebody else speak in tongues, you know?
Basically he's saying he's too busy. Both of them basically saying they too busy with their ladies. So.
And like he pointed out, why am I talking about another dude in the bed? But he's right. This dudes will talk about, they will just run their mouth to their girl and about everything, any and everything. It's like, bruh, do you ever shut up? You know? And I ain't got time for that, man.
No time.
And we ain't even talking about like, we talking about just your girl. This is a girl you met 2 weeks ago, and she already know everything about you, your friends, your mama, your grandmama, your aunties, your drug life, your whatever. They know about everything. You don't even know them. You just kind of met them.
Because it's almost as a boasting mechanism, like a bragging thing, like, oh, let me tell you about this, that, and that, and oh, wow, I don't mess with this dude, or oh, yeah, so-and-so was at the club, I don't even mess with them folks, they from this, like, wow.
Yeah, it ain't even,
So y'all both say no to the pillow talking?
Yeah.
I don't know how
you think God should cut it? Y'all ain't gonna be able to cut it because we can catch her at a weak moment.
Yeah, most,
you know,
like, I agree,
women can be sticked on guys and say, hey,
But that's why y'all
You
get
know,
intrigued
this dude here, I need you to
by
get with
men.
him.
That's why men.
Boys pillow talk.
I feel like
Yeah.
for the vast majority of men, women, y'all can get whatever y'all need from them. But when a man gets you,
oh man,
they will f you up mentally.
yeah, we focus on too
Yeah,
You
much.
on a whole nother
Right,
game
Focus
plan.
on too much.
Because I always say the best game to run on a woman is no game. Because they're so used to getting game, they don't know how to react when a dude comes to them. And it's like, what, I don't get it. He telling me, he being real with me. He gotta be lying about. Nope.
Yep.
Everything, it was straight shot.
Y'all lie about everything, bro.
Most men do. I would say most men do. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Y'all lie about everything. Y'all,
Nah.
man, I've been
I
hanging
don't
out.
think a lot of men just lie. I think people exaggerate the shit out of stuff. I think
Okay.
it's a lot of
Hey,
men.
y'all out there, listen to me. One of my good guy friends. We stand in the middle of Whitehaven, okay? His girlfriend calls on the phone. We just standing out in front of his mom's house, just talking, tripping out. His girl called. We in the middle of Whitehaven, so I guess she must say like, "Where are you? This and that. What you doing?" "Oh man, I'm out east. This, that, and the other." What? I sat up there and saw that. That was
20
so
second
crazy.
time out. Women be like, "Where you at, babe?" "Oh, I'm out with some co-workers. Yeah, we just having some drinks."
Right?
"Oh, who are there?" "Oh, you know, just the girls from the office." Leave out the dude that came.
Right.
And she also leaves out the other, everybody else just came to check it out and they already gone. You sitting at the table with the guy co-worker sipping on drinks. You just let everything. Oh, so what time you think you gonna be home? "Oh, well, we talking about work and tripping."
That's a universal lie.
But that's
your
Universal lie, Curtis. Universal lies, part one. Okay,
yeah.
where we at on the universal lie?
That's
Where
a
we at?
universal lie. Like your location. Men and women lie about that. It ain't that you may not lie about it, you may
We
exaggerate.
might be a few minutes off. And so we
Nah,
gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We might want you to think if we say 20 minutes, it really might be 30 or 40.
Stating your true location is a universal lie. Like men and women do it.
Women do it worse though.
Way worse.
I done worked with so many, man, the stuff y'all will tell cats, oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all just be lying y'all's tails off. Yeah, I've even seen a girl do something like, "Oh yeah, all of us going out for drinks." If the dude don't ask who is all of us, she leave it at that. All of us is me and the nigga I really want to bang.
Oh, stop it. It might be your work husband. And we all got one, because we got guy friends at work that we cool with.
But my point
Can we have work husbands and all?
nah.
Right.
Can we have work husbands
Ain't
and
no
all?
such thing
You know
as
what
a
I'm
work
saying?
husband. That's somebody you could potentially
Yeah,
fuck. Ain't no worth
Let's knock
nothing.
them all. No, I'm just playing.
That's what I'm saying. See?
I'm just playing.
No work husband, no play brothers, none of this shit.
Like,
If that's your play brother, y'all can play fuck.
you 39
Right.
years old. Why you got to play, brother? And what y'all playing?
Man,
Right.
that's my bro.
Y'all
bro.
playing?
That's my
y'all-
bro.
Y'all playing
Bro.
tongue swap. That's
Bro,
what y'all playing.
no.
That's my bro.
Y'all playing
bro.
the game of just the
Yeah,
shaft.
I think
That's what y'all playing.
It might be the work husband's intention off the
Man,
whim.
that
Because a lot of the time your
work
work
husband,
husband know you gotta do.
That's played out to
You
me.
see what I'm saying? Your work
That
husband know
was
you
a
gotta
phase.
do, but he can spend 8 hours with you every day.
Nah.
Right. And
To
that's why
finagle the situation or
I
slide
hope you're
in.
not
Or,
telling him he your work husband.
no, I just saw, I've seen a meme that said that, and a lot of women were familiar with it. They got a lot of likes and shares.
Oh, that's dudes familiar
And so,
with it too, but
women,
we-
I feel like a lot of
did
women.
No, I done seen
We
some
did.
work husbands get their heart broken when you get pregnant. By your real dude. Work husband mad at him. He been called in for about 3 weeks. You done get pregnant with your real boyfriend.
Hey.
Your work husband, he put your tires on flat and everything. Ain't no more free lunches and none of this shit.
No, ladies, don't you think that you can find a man that'll take care of you and that baby?
That might be
I know
your,
so low down.
that must be your work sis. He ain't work husband no more then. He take care of you and your baby.
Work, brother.
And your real
Y'all so
boyfriend.
crazy. I told you these guys
He big
are
mad.
too funny. They are so crazy, y'all. Off the Porch group, I still want y'all to support them. Check them out. Lotion
Yes,
Thugs. And okay, we talking about women, this, that, the other. Okay, how did you guys get a passion for this lotion thing? Did it start with a woman?
No.
Well, did it start with a massage or?
So the idea for it came I want all of our stuff, and Kurt feels the same way. We want original stuff. We want you to go to our channel, and you can't see none of this anywhere else. Nothing
Kurt's
like
doing sit-ups, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Dom is like the trainer, or the person like to pump you up, or like if you were a rookie in the police academy, Dom is the one bring you in. Kurt's the rookie. Cause Curtis like, I don't want to be ashy no more. This and that.
Can't be ashy no more.
You know what I'm saying? And so
gotta be a lotion thug.
Dom comes in as the light skinned brother who really ain't that ashy, but he helping us all out. You know, us with a tan. I know I'm such a hater.
She ain't light
What you
skinned
talking
or
about?
something.
I ain't got no type. I love every shade and tone. You better know that, okay? Don't you doubt me.
Boyfriend, light skin,
Yeah,
white
I had him.
and they broke up at the same damn time.
I don't have. Hey,
through there. Sorry,
I don't have a type. This is just something that happens in the community. You know what I mean? I don't have a type though. You know, I just like nice people, sweet. You feel me? But what made y'all start out? What made y'all come up with this whole lotion idea? Cause
like I said, it's original. Like you know where you gonna find somebody talking about they lotion thugs. That's our original characters or whatever we came up with. And
so y'all saving all the ashes.
Oh man, get rid of all the ashy people. Like,
anything that disrespects our visuals. Anything that disrespects our visuals.
Moisturize your ass.
So ashy ankles, ashy elbows,
Everything.
you know, even on your face, man. Ain't no wrong with, you know, with your little kids, right. Even with your kids, hit the face, you know, let them wipe their little jaws and stuff, put a little lotion on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I want y'all to most definitely check them out on their Lotion Thugs and just all their videos they got going on. Yeah. You know, I thought that Lotion Thug thing was very hilarious. It was very funny.
Thank you.
And so, you know, I wanted to know where you guys kind of like got that from a little bit, because that is, you know, y'all think that's a problem in the black community? Lotion.
There's a lot of ass and niggas.
And it's wintertime, so
and then y'all damn women. Why y'all pillow talking with women that got y'all ashy? If we love you, we're going to make sure you're lotioned up, dude. Right. Don't get you a woman that leave you ashy. It's vice versa.
Respectful.
Exactly. We got to take care of each other. It's getting cold outside. It's getting nippy.
Yep.
Everybody's skin is like flaking
if
up.
If she leave you ashy, you side dude number 4. You just better already know your position. Right. Play your position.
I'll take care of all my side dudes. Don't you worry about it. I got a big ball of lotion in my room.
You the side dude to come in at 3 in the morning.
I got some coke.
Nobody else picked up. And you coming in through the window. Hey, my door broke. Come in through the window.
She don't even turn on the lights.
Y'all so crazy. I know they are very hilarious. And Dom, look, he stay on me. He trying to look at my notebook. Get out of here, dude. Woo.
It's our notebook.
Okay, like something else, like going back to the video we watched, that we listened to early on, Representative Hill and everything that was going on with him. You know, one of the things they brought up was the fact that those were black women, black representation, you know, putting out, saying, oh, they gonna lynch us, this, that, and the other. And so I kind of wanted to hit on just a little bit, you know, about our representation. You know, I mean, Curtis got another character that he plays, Peter Parker.
Right.
And Peter Parker kind of hit on about black representation as far as the abundance and stuff. And I wanted to bring this up. And I know everybody kind of talks about this, but this really bothered me, guys. When this whole Zach Randolph thing went on and everybody said, oh, we'll get, you know, $1 utility bill, $2 utility bill. This made it on ESPN, nationwide news. They had lines and lines of people. Most of all the women, you know, I'm going to say maybe 75% of the women had on bonnets and pajamas and things like that. And, you know, they really bothered me because that's part of our representation, just like those 2 black women that were on their ad, you know, about the ashiness, you know. Just us not taking care of ourselves as a whole. You know, you guys, you know, being husbands and fathers and all those things. I mean, how do y'all feel about our representation as black women? Coming from a black man's perspective, I feel like sisters need to hear that too.
I think I'm only gonna say this one thing about that situation. If somebody telling you your utility bill gonna only be $1, maybe half their ass was sleeping. They had to haul ass down there, so maybe they ain't think to do their hair or nothing. Girl, goddamn, grab that baby, whatever. Let's get the hell on up here to get that $1 bill. You know, I can understand that, but it's that it wasn't even just that day. Cause man, we see people daily.
Do they come in the store like that? Do they come in y'all job like that? No, really.
They come in and ask you too.
Like I said,
we need to take care of both of them.
Right. I do another little segment called Free Game Friday, and I did speak about this. There is never, ever, ever, ever a time where the bonnet is in season, and I say that because it shouldn't be out in the public. If you driving in your car, that's your car. It works just the same privacy space, your space, as your house. Other than those two places that the bonnet is allowed, it shouldn't be no other place you should be out in the public with the bonnet.
Right.
No, there's no reason why. It's just And I be scared because I don't be thinking some of these women be having real hair or like a head up underneath their bonnet, because there's certain people in Memphis that I just ain't never seen with their real hair out. It just
I wouldn't have bet that some of the
so,
women hair look better under the bonnet than they do with the bonnet out.
I
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have bet it's real hair dudes up under there. If you just brush it out, put a little jam on your edges, and walk out the house.
But when
it
do
would
they
take
take
like less
the
than
bonnet
5
out? Do
minutes.
they just take it out when
You're
they go
supposed to
to
take
the
the bonnet
club,
off before
or
you
they
leave the
going to
house.
work,
That's,
or what, like?
bonnets have to be worn in bed to preserve your hairdo. You take them off before you leave the house.
I don't know,
okay?
because like if they got roaches, I don't want them to take the bonnet off.
No, they need the bonnet off. Hang the bonnet up. Hang the bonnet up on your shower hook. Shake it out. You know, it's a small little item. But I was up the street, across the street from Onyx at the gas station, and it was a young lady who came up, and she was in a black truck. I was with one of my guy friends. Nice physique, had on a Whitehaven t-shirt. You know, she was ripping for my hood at that. And you know, my guy friend felt like she was attractive. He was like, man, I bet she take that bonnet off, she'll be bad. This, that, and the other. But all I could focus on was why was she out? I feel like it only take like 5 seconds as far as representing your. So you feel like chicks that wear bonnets got roaches, bro?
Man,
you feel like it's a sign of
they be laying down asleep without the bonnet. They get up like, okay, I don't need these roaches crawling out over me while I'm going out, so I'm gonna keep the roaches in. So I don't know. It's either that or it's really bad hair. You know.
They come soon.
But my thing, you can do a rap. Like some women come out in the raps because I get that, but the bonnet thing, I don't. That's got to be the roach keeper.
Because even with the scarf, they can dress them up, do the scarf, tie them up a certain way.
Sure can. Cool. You can make a little Erykah Badu, the big bun right on the front
and
with
it's
the
stylish and classy.
Yes, and you can get them to match your outfits and all that stuff.
The bonnet is the roach keeper. That's what I'm going with, and it just makes the most sense.
I ain't never seen just no bad, like every chick I never seen with a bonnet on in public just look like she don't give a damn about nothing.
No.
Right. It makes you feel like she don't care about her appearance.
It's not even attractive at all, you know, whatsoever. So I don't know, man. But I guess dudes that holler at the chick with the bonnet on, he already know. He only think of one thing, like, oh, she probably easy.
Like my boy said, he was looking at the girl's body. He was looking at her body. Like I bet you with the bonnet off.
It ain't that people trying to tell you how to do. I just don't like, man, it's my hair, it's my bonnet, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, that ain't, just think of like certain situations that people continue to feel that way or have that perspective. Oh, it's mine, I'm gonna do what I want. No.
I think a bonnet is the male version of sagging. That's how I feel about it. Like when dudes sag and when women wear the bonnet, it's the same type of thing to me. It's like, yeah, you can.
But
I'm gonna talk about you.
Right.
Ain't that many dudes still wearing do-rag. I think somebody said, well, it's just like them wearing do-rag. It's not.
I'd rather y'all have the waves and then that be
do-rag is for the waves. It's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's what you worn in the house too.
If you see the B2B sticking up, then you need to find her.
Take your wave cap off before you go in a function or in a store or something like that. It's not to be worn inside of a business. Take it off first.
But I guess if you go to church with the bonnet on, you can shouting and winging around.
You so crazy.
I'm just saying,
patting them bonnets down, you know, gotta pat the bonnet down. Like, what you got in that bonnet, girl?
I got a blade. Let me get this knife.
Newport shorts in there.
Newport long.
Couple blacks in
that bonnet. Swisher sweet.
Only time you should wear a bonnet in public if you sneak your snacks in the movies or something. Right. That's cool. Like if you got snacks and everything, cause them snacks high as hell. then that's cool with me. You can wear the bun in public if you got some snacks, some honey buns, popcorn and shit like that's cool.
Yeah.
I can wear over that.
Roach keeper or snack keeper? Those are the only two things.
If you got snacks in that bonnet, man, 100, we good. So.
I'm not gonna hold them, you guys, because I told them I'm gonna hold them long, because I do appreciate them coming out, filming with me, and we gonna end it off. But I had just a couple of little fast, quick questions that I'm gonna ask before we end our podcast, because it's been good. Our conversation been good, and I do appreciate you guys coming out. And so I got some just crazy questions to ask. Okay. All right. One of them is, if you had to choose between your spouse bathing for a week or brushing her teeth for a week, which one would you choose? Which one could you live with?
You gotta take a bath. Yeah. I mean, we got gum, breath mints, all kind of stuff. You gotta.
And I can talk to the back of your head.
Right. You can wear a big white mask. You gotta take a bath.
The bathing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Look, cause like I said.
You said really like what's up? You straight? Like really? Like I thought that was the best answer.
It's crazy, but I can talk to the back of your head. Really
so you okay with your dude not washing the balls?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then
turn off. No,
everything can happen but kissing. But if the body ain't clean, the only thing we can do is kiss.
You lying, because you don't want to go there right or wrong. He's like, oh no.
There's way more hoes with a clean body than it is with a nasty mouth. So you gotta keep their body clean.
Do you prefer the summer or the winter?
I prefer winter.
Okay.
I'm big and sexy and I get hot. So in the wintertime, I'm good. In the summertime, I'm just hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the summer. I like the summer heat. I'm a summer guy.
Right.
I was born in the winter, but I prefer the summer.
There you go. How you like your eggs? Over easy, scramble? How you like your eggs?
Fry to fertilize.
Oh, yeah. Scrambled.
Nah, I like scrambled with some cheese.
I like scrambled.
I don't want no over easy, no eggs Benedict, none of that. I want some.
Can though, cause I had to. I guess it was over easy a couple times. Like
right.
a burger.
You like it all fancy with it, right?
Crown, what they call it?
I don't like it.
No.
You like yours scrambled, whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, right. And before we end off, you guys, I just like to shoot off some little silly questions like this, just to kind of lighten the mood before we end off. Cool. I wanted y'all to give another shout out to your group and all that stuff,
Off the Porch.
So they can look you up.
Yeah, Off the Porch group on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and definitely on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. And you can find us there. And we doing a GoFundMe for a new bonnet for her. So we want you to get, it's going to be bonnet.
I'm going to run my bonnet in the house. Y'all ain't going to catch me out without mine. Don't play.
Like
a Shanti Story TV.
Compartments in the bonnet.
Right. Bonnet with pockets.
Oh, thank
the bonnet can,
I can put jam and like
cross
a
into like a
brush in there,
ninja,
little cone.
a ninja mask and everything. Maybe the bonnet can go down to like a cape or something. Maybe like some curtains or something.
See, at the end of the day, here you go, two young black men taking care of this queen right here. You feel me? I can dig it. I can dig it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. That's right. Thank you.
Check us out off the Porch group.
Yeah, off the
Porch
group down.
Thank you very much. I love all of you all. Peace and blessings. Hugs and kisses to all your loved ones.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
There you go. Thank you.